live on Facebook. We are live on, let's see here, YouTube. Let me get it set up. And here we go. All right. Whew, time I did all that, I got hot. See if I can tie this hair up a little bit. I got my chicken shirt on here. And this chicken shirt says, I love God, but some of his children get on my nerves. Oh, I just want them crazy chicken shirts. I think one of y'all sent this to me. I was trying to get my phone set up here. I bought a new little contraption for it, and it has two holders, but it's cheap as all get out, and the two holders work, but my tripod has adjustable legs, and they don't snap into place, so the tripod keeps going up and down. So I thought I had a tripod that worked, but obviously I don't. So I'm gonna have to check that out. I was trying to get something where I could put both phones on one holder, and that way they're right beside each other. Y'all, I'm taking my socks off. I done got hot buzzing around here trying to get set up. So that's what I was doing just now. Thank you, Chris, for the gift on YouTube. All right, so I don't want to touch this tripod or the legs will start going. So it is what it is tonight. I'm sitting here in my little chair, and I'm not going to touch this tripod. The little holder is kind of a cheap plastic thing from Amazon, but it seems to work okay. It's just the legs of my tripod. This is an old tripod, and it doesn't, the legs extend, which I like, but they don't lock into place, so they start sliding down. We do not have Jace tomorrow. I don't know what his schedule is this week. I haven't heard anything what his schedule is this week. We have things to do Monday and things to do Tuesday. So I know he won't be here Monday or Tuesday. Usually if he comes, it will be on Wednesday evening. But let's see. Yeah, Tony got his new a new blanket today that one of his followers sent him, an electric blanket, so that when he sits in his chair, he can plug it in and be toasty warm because he freezes to death. We went out to eat tonight at Olive Garden. We was halfway done eating, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to take a picture of my food. So did that real quick, and then as soon as he starts eating, he starts getting chills. And then he starts sweating. Then he chills and sweats. And so he can't really even enjoy when he's eating because all this starts happening every time he eats. So yeah, it's a new time change. And in fact, we went out to eat about 4:30, I don't know. But the time we ate and got back, it was pitch dark. So I had to go down to the chickens in the dark. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get them eggs a little bit earlier, because sometimes I usually don't go to about 5 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock, and make sure they've laid everything for the day. So now they're going to bed they'll probably be heading to bed about 4:30. So I will have to get down there probably about 4 or something from now on, so I can get down there and get back up here. So that'll be a new little time change on me too, because I try to go, as late as I can. Oops, somebody sent me some ears and a nose on Facebook. I can't see who it was though. Oh, maybe Kathy DeMedici, I don't know. I see her name come up now, but sometimes it doesn't give me the name right away. But that's what we got going on today. We went to church this morning, and some of y'all probably watched the church on live. What did Tony get at Olive Garden? Somebody's asking. He ordered the tour of Italy, which is the lasagna and I think chicken parmesan, and I think fettuccine. I can't remember what the uh, three things are. But anyhow, he only ate one of the three things, so we brought all the rest of the food home. And I got the endless pasta something, but I could only order one time because I got the Alfredo with the grilled, well, no, with a chicken cutlet. It was kind of deep fried chicken. It wasn't the grilled chicken like it used to be. It was something different. So we mostly ate the salad. I didn't even eat any breadsticks because I knew I'd get too full. So I enjoyed the salad, though. I really liked their salad. Let's see. Go back and watch the church service if you got a chance. Oh, somebody reminded me of the chicken block. I told y'all yesterday about that chicken block that I put in the chicken pen, and that I had bought 2 of them from Chewy.com, and I didn't know which was which. So when I went researching, I seen one was a lot more expensive than the other one, and it was smaller in size. So I thought, that's the first one that I gave them, and that's the one they ate. So the other one, when I clicked on it, I seen all these people had written these reviews that said my chicken wouldn't eat it, my chicken wouldn't eat it. And had I checked the reviews, I never thought about checking reviews for chicken food. So when I checked the reviews, then a lot of people said it was hard as a brick, like concrete, and their chicken wouldn't even peck at it. So I wrote a review then that said something like, my chickens wouldn't eat it either, you know. So lo and behold, that's all I did. I never contacted Chewy because I thought, well, that's just something extra I got to do, and I didn't have time to fool with that. So lo and behold, today I got an email from Chewy that said, we saw your review on that chicken block, and since your chickens didn't like it, we went ahead and refunded your money for it. And I thought, well, or they gave me a credit for it or something. And if I didn't no longer want it, I could pass it on to a, you know, some like a animal shelter or something. I don't know what they said, but I'm just gonna throw mine in the woods somewhere probably, because my chickens didn't like it at all. They couldn't peck it, and I didn't go back. I tried to break it up some. I couldn't even cut it with a sawzall. So anyhow, I was surprised. So that's very good customer service when you just leave a little review, and I didn't say nothing bad in the review except that my chickens didn't like it. So Chewy is a great company, a great customer service. You might pay a little bit extra for whatever you're getting, but it comes, you can get it sent to you on a regular schedule and all that. Somebody says there's a small light behind me. I don't know. That is, let me see what that thing is shining. That is a reflection off of this into my sliding glass door. So there's no light back there. It's the sliding glass door. This light is reflecting into the other room. I'm kind of sitting at a different angle tonight. So, oh, Margaret said she'd dip it in hot water. Well, I never thought about that. That would get all this, you know, I don't know. I think I'm just going to throw it out in the woods and let the wild animals eat it. Maybe they'd eat it. I don't know. Maybe they'd eat it and choke on it and get rid of some of the wild animals. I still got a fox all the time coming on my camera. And there's, let's see, what was that thing? Not a possum, a raccoon. There was a whole raccoon family on my camera. And the same fox, I think. I don't know. But the fox, I have seen the fox for almost every night the last few months. I was hoping he would move on, but he's still coming around down there. Let's see. I did not contact Chewy. I just wrote a review, and they reached back out to me with the email and said that they would credit me for that block. I think it was like $17.99 or something, but that's pretty good because then I'll probably, what I do is I like to get one of them treat blocks if I'm going to be out of town on vacation or something, and then I put that in there. So, let's see. I'm trying to, I go like this, y'all, because I got two cameras in front of me. So most of y'all know I do live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time because some people prefer one platform over the other platform. Let's see. There's a lot of not messages. There's a lot of comments and they go fast, but so it's hard for me to see it all, but I try to respond to as many comments as I can. When did you first start to get chickens? I got chickens as soon as we moved in this house. I want to say the people left some chickens here. I can't remember if they left some chickens or I think somebody gave me some chickens right after we moved in this house about 12, 13 years ago. But I have taken breaks from them because a couple times early on, something broke into my hen house, which happens occasionally, and killed all my chickens. So then I would take a break and then I'd start all over. So I was taking a break, and then when the pandemic hit, I went and got more chickens, and I've had chickens now the last 5 years straight. All right. So yeah, we ate Olive Garden tonight. Tony had a gift card. I think somebody, I don't know if somebody gave him that gift card for something. And so it was laying back there and he said, let's go use our gift card up. So we did. Oh, yo, well, I was sitting here waiting on fireside to get here. I started getting so sleepy. We come home from church today, and Tony wasn't feeling that great, so we didn't go out to eat right after church. I came home, and I made me a hot ham and cheese sandwich, and I got me some pretzels and a big old Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, and I said, I'm going to go in here and watch something on, I got this network called Angel Network, and it's got like family shows on it. So I turned that on, and there was like a documentary about Carrie ten Boom, and I mean Corey ten Boom. So I thought, you know what? I've always heard her story and stuff, but I never watched a show about her. So I sat there and watched that whole thing, and it was pretty interesting. And then I got sleepy. Whew, now I'm sleepy. But I got to get this house picked up. We got my cleaning people come in the morning, so before they come, I make sure that all the kitchen's cleaned up and all that. So, yeah, I don't know who sent me that chicken blanket that I just posted a picture. Someone sent me a real nice chicken blanket. I think it has 25 chickens on it, but there was no note with it, and I don't know who sent that. Oh, maybe the time change is what's taking us, making us all sleepy. I don't know. I'm sitting here yawning. Ooh. I'm just yawning up a storm, y'all. So seemed like there was something else I was going to tell y'all. I wanted to tell you about Chewy. And then I can't remember what the other thing was. I was thinking earlier, I need to make me a note because some things I want to bring up and then I forget about them. I don't know if Tony's at the garage. He just went back down there after we come from Heaton. Let's see. Thompson says, I pick up before my house lady comes too. Well, I try to get everything, if there's any dirty clothes laying on the floor in the bedroom or something, I pick them up. I usually make sure all the clothes are washed, dried, and put away. The dishes are all done. There's no dirty dishes in the kitchen. I don't never leave dirty dishes anywhere. I don't expect them to wash dishes. So I do that, and I clean all the counters off, and I clean the kitchen table off, make sure nothing's on it. And that's about all I do, you know. I just pick up little things like that. But there's usually a lot of that because I'm bad to lay stuff down and around all week long. Oh, let's see, Nigeria. Somebody's saying something is going on in Nigeria with Christians being persecuted. I didn't see that. Yeah, I don't clean before they come, but I pick up and put away because they don't know where the stuff goes, and I want to make sure they don't pick it up and put it somewhere that I don't know about. What does it say on my shirt? Somebody wants to know. I know it's backwards on a live, but it says, I love God, but some of his children get on my nerves. So that's what that says. All right, let's see here how many we got on here. We're about halfway through, so let's go ahead and read our little devotion for tonight. I'm going to get this, I'm going to take my glasses off. I can see the little book better. All right. Acts chapter 7, there was great joy in that city. The paradox of persecution. Wow. It goes right along with what somebody just said's happening. Something unusual happens in 10 short verses, starting with Acts 7:59. The story turns quickly from Stephen's horrific death by stoning to other believers in Christ being scattered and preaching the word, leading to these amazing words, there was great joy in that city. That's the paradox of persecution. European pastor Histro Kolichev experienced the miracle of good coming from evil. In the 1980s, he was arrested for preaching and thrown in prison. While there, he spoke openly about the gospel of Jesus. Upon his release 8 months later, he said, we had a more fruitful ministry there than we could have expected in church. God was better served by our presence in prison than if we had been free. From persecution to great joy, just like in the early church. When great persecution broke out, those who had been scattered preached the word wherever they went. As a result, there was great joy in a city in Samaria. When forces in our world stand against the truths and teachings of Scripture, especially the gospel, that's not the time to give up. God moves in powerful ways when the church faces such difficulties. Peter said, do not be surprised at such fiery trials. In such cases, you're blessed, for the Spirit of God, of glory, and God rests on you. God has the power to turn persecution into something precious. All right, so that's our little devotion for tonight. Let's see what else we got up on here. Let's see, how much is your calendars? I'm not selling the calendars, but my niece Lindsay on her page, Coastal Living with Lindsay is her page. She is selling or taking pre-orders right now for Tugboat Tuesday calendars. If you don't know what that is, hop on over to Coastal Living with Lindsay, give her a follow, and we also posted it on my page about the calendars are $20. They will have a recipe. I think there's 12 recipes on there, one for each month, and pictures and the QR code that takes you to the actual video so you can watch the video of whatever recipe is on that month. So, so she's taking the pre-orders right now, $20 or 2 for $35 if they're mailed to the same address. She'll give you a break on the thing. So they are very nice. I got to proofread a little bit of it. I mean, I really wasn't proofreading it, but because I skimmed through it real fast. So, but I just wanted to see what recipes was in there and the pictures that they use, and it is going to be a really nice calendar. So if you watch Tugboat Tuesday on Tuesdays at 10 a.m., that's my sister and my niece that do it cooking. They cook a recipe on Tuesdays 10 a.m. on Coastal Living with Lindsay. All right, let's see what else is going here. Uh, let's see. I got all these comments coming up here. Oh my goodness. Oh, a lot of y'all talking about the time change. I haven't got to see Lindsay's video today. I seen that they did change their kitchen faucet out today. I haven't got to go and catch up with them today. Somebody said, is Chewy cheaper than Tractor Supply? Well, I don't know if it's cheaper or not. I don't think it is. But Tractor Supply doesn't have the food that I want for my chickens. I wanted high protein food for my chickens so they lay more eggs. So, and plus, every time I would go to Tractor Supply, they would be out of the brand or out of the thing. There's so many different kinds of chicken food. It would be a different one. I had to keep mixing and all that. So with Chewy, I picked the exact high protein food that I wanted, and they ship it right to me on a regular basis. I get two 50-pound bags. Like, I don't know if it's once a month I'm getting it or what. So I wanted it to do like that to see if that's the schedule that I need. If you get so much, it's the shipping is free, so you're just paying for the food, and the customer service is good. Somebody said, did you fix your kitchen sink? Well, I don't even want to talk about that kitchen sink, y'all. I'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll bring you up to date tomorrow on the kitchen. Oops, sorry, I just hit the stand here. So we'll talk about remind me tomorrow night. Benita wants to know, can we pin Lindsay's, somebody type in Lindsay, Coastal Living with Lindsay. That's the name of her page. Or you can send it to Benita Kinney. She wants to know. And I used to could comment, you know. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can comment. Because it wouldn't let me for a while. All right, that's the name of her page. Just go type that in, Coastal Living with Lindsay. That's not a link, but that's what it is, Benita. I see some other people's commenting to you too. I can't comment on my YouTube, but Facebook will let me. But yeah, I do have DirecTV. I don't know if my bills went up or not. I do have DirecTV though. I do not save my eggshells. Oh, Fiona Miller's on here tonight. Fiona, I looked you up today because I saw you comment this morning on the church service and said something about you were from Northern Virginia, and I was wondering where you were from in Northern Virginia. Send my page a message and let me know where you're from. You're from around here. Let's see. Kathleen said she ordered 2 of Lindsay's calendars. If you need Lindsay's address, if you don't know Lindsay, how to comment on Lindsay's page, send my page a comment. Cooking with Pam Davidson, just send me a comment. Lindsay will get it from there too. But it's best if you can message her page. Just Coastal Living with Lindsay, message that page. All right, so yeah, I don't know how long she's taking the pre-orders for, but if you really want one. Okay, Fiona, you're from Sterling. Okay. Oh, I saw we had a mutual friend named Cheryl, so I was wondering how you knew Cheryl. Well, somebody bought some eggs for cheap today, huh? Is Pastor Paul on here tonight? He's saying, I think somebody's saying hi to Pastor Paul on here. What's going on with our church? We have just recently, last Monday, submitted the site plan. The first, they call it the first submission of the site plan. So we hope to hear back from them very soon. So we'll do the first submission. I'm sure they'll come back with comments, and then we got to do the second submission. Am I still drinking the loaded teas? Yes, I made one. Yes, was it yesterday with my breakfast? Yeah, I made one yesterday with my breakfast and showed that. Y'all try to catch up on the videos if you can. I try to keep the videos about 3 or 4 minutes if I can. So that way you can just get on, get the gist of what's going on, and I don't have a long drawn out, like Fireside is 30 minutes. So you got to watch for a while if you're watching Fireside. So throughout the day, I usually post a whole lot of 3-minute little videos here and there of what's going on. All right, y'all, I am about to get off here. And now I'm wide awake, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Finish picking up around here, I guess. But anybody got any questions, just shoot my page a message or shoot Lindsay's page a message. But get your pre-orders in if you want that calendar, because she's only going to order a few extra. So if you really want one, get it in. You will be pleasantly surprised with how nice of a calendar it is. Somebody said, what are the loaded teas? Send blah, 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 blah. Can somebody type the loaded teas website, www.countryroadsteas.com. If somebody could type that on Facebook for me, somebody's asking on Facebook. www.countryroadsteas.com. countryroadsteas.com. Did I work a puzzle last night? Yes, I did. I worked, I think, 2 or 3 yesterday. I got to post some pictures. When I get off here, I'll post another picture of the one I completed. I do not date any of my posts except Fireside. Fireside is posted every day. So if you see another post, it's kind of in between there. The other posts, I don't know when, you know, I can't put a date every time I post something. Yeah, countryroadsteas.com. All right, Pam Regan put it on there. All right, go there and you can find out what the Country Roads teas are all about. If you, they don't taste like coffee and they don't taste like tea. So I am not a coffee drinker. I am not a tea drinker. So my choices are limited. So I love Country Roads teas because you can get them with caffeine, with half caffeine, or with no caffeine. So they're great to have. It's almost like Kool-Aid on steroids or something, you know. They got unbelievable flavors, and they have so many different kind of flavors. And they're getting ready to come out with their Christmas flavors again. Y'all remember that last year? They got the Advent boxes coming out where you get a tea a day. So a lot of y'all liked that last year. I think there was at least 50 of you ordered the Advent where you get like 20, I think it must be 24 or 25 teas, and it's one for each day leading up to Christmas for the month of December. So that's fun to do, like a little present to yourself and something to give you to look forward to every day. So I like that idea too. All right. If you haven't tried them, get out there and put you a little order in and just read about them. That tells all about them on there. They're a lot cheaper than if you go to these loaded tea stores. I don't know if any of y'all know, like, they actually have stores that are they sell loaded tea drinks, and they're expensive. If you get one, if they make it for you, it's a lot more expensive. All right, sweet dreams, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.